Hey, so I'm going to show a little demonstration here of using the Othermill to detect how level the PCB is in the Othermill. My PCBs are a little bowed, as you can kind of see here with this one. So I've taped one to the bed with some of the nitro tape is down there. And then right here in the corner, I've used a little bit of copper tape to actually connect the PCB to the bed. So if we look with our multimeter here for conductivity, you can tell the bracket is conductive like usual, but now that we've jumped onto the PCB board as well, that is also now conductive because of the tape here. So that's going to be important for the next step here as we're using the probe to level the bed. And so the script, it's just in Python. We're going to need to know the COM port. On Windows, you'll easily notice the two COM ports. The control channel is the one that we want. We can just specify that here in our script, and then we are ready to get it started. So this is going to take a little while to run. But it'll basically start the session here. It will home the bed and then go through the probing of the multiple points. I think for this run we have it set up to probe in 20 different points. So we'll speed up the video here because this is going to take some time, and then we'll show the results. Awesome. Okay, so now that that's done, I'm going to go ahead and put the bed back into the loading position, and we're going to look at the output from the script here. Up at the top, we'll get the mean value of all the data points that got collected. So that can be kind of relative based off of how far you've put in your probing bit. So just remember that that's a relative coordinate. But we'll get our standard deviation for all the points that got collected. So we'll know how much our board kind of is off overall. We'll get the actual probe results. And so these are mapped in such a way that also matches the position on the bed. So those coordinate points should match up with just kind of looking at the bed and the plate kind of straight on there. So if we look back at there, the actual probe results isn't quite as interesting as I think as seeing the offsets from that mean. And so with that, we can kind of quickly see here, down here is one of our highest points, almost 1/10 of a millimeter off, and then kind of slopes down lower. This section in here looks all a little bit more around the same values. So if I was then, I wasn't going to mill the whole PCB, maybe I just had a smaller section, staying around in this area would be relatively flat. Versus I know up here we're kind of a little bit raised up, and then it's going to slope further down. So just a nice little simple way with a Python script here we can connect and use the Othermill to probe.